We got Amina Maatoug here from Washington, All-American in 2 events. So
yeah.
5th in the mile, 4th in the 3K. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty excited about today. It was a really fun day. Like going into the 3K, I was just like, okay, let me just hang on in the back and with like a K to go, see what I can do. And I got 4th. I definitely did not expect that. Like that's my highest NCAA finish on the track ever. So that's really exciting for me. Like I'm really happy with that.
Yeah. How were your legs feeling off to the mile going into that race?
Like I felt like the first K. I mean, the first K was slow, so I was like, okay, this is good for me. Let me get like the lactic out a little bit. Then the second K, they started to pick it up a little bit, and I was feeling pretty bad. I was like, oh, this is hard. I was like in the back. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get last. Like this sucks. And then I saw like 5 laps on the lap counter, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel as bad as I thought I did. And I started to like pass some people, and I was like, okay, they seem to be more tired than I am. So let me just try to get as many people as I can. And like I feel like the positive reinforcement of passing people just gave me so much energy, and suddenly I was not thinking about how my legs were feeling, but I was just focusing on passing as much people as I could.
Doing the double, is that something you asked Marisa to do, or she asked you to do it? How was you feeling going into this meet?
Marisa Powell is awesome. She was just like, what are you excited about? What do you want to run? We obviously had a DMR that crushed it yesterday. They were 8th, so All-American, which is great. But she was like, if you want to run the DMR, you can run the DMR. If you want to run the mile, you can run the mile. If you want to run the 3K, you can run the 3K. You can do 2 events, 3 events, whatever. What do you think? And I was like, okay, I definitely want to do the mile. And then I was like, well, if I'm in the 3K, let me just try. Like, I have nothing to lose. So that was my mindset going into it. I was just like, okay, nothing to lose. Like, whatever happens, happens. So I'm glad I opted in on the 3K.
How'd you... Such a short amount of time between events. What did you do in that time to get yourself ready?
So first of all, I took some time to kind of enjoy the mile. Like I was happy with my 5th place. It was a cool race to be in, and like such a deep field. So I think it was just like a fun race. And my teammate Chloe Forrester, she was 6th, and that was her first time All-American, I think. So like we were just like hugging each other, hugging our coach, like hugging our teammates. I had some friends watching, so hugging them, kind of celebrating with them. Then I jogged around the facility for like 7 minutes, and I called my dad because, I mean, it's late night back at home in the Netherlands, and he didn't even have ESPN Plus, but he was just watching the split. So he's like my biggest fan and my like biggest supporter. So I called him while jogging around, and then like put my spikes on, did a couple strides, and try to just like enjoy the moment, because I feel like that's what I'm here for. Like just have fun. And last year I like DNF the 3K, which was my only event last year at this meet. So I was just so like grateful to be here in 2 events, like being 5th. Like I was just like, okay, enjoy this moment. And I think that helped to just like relax and have fun.
Just enjoy it in the middle. How is transferring to Washington? How's your training changed a little bit, and mindset training?
Well, the biggest thing is just like the group of women at UW is just so good. And honestly, like there are just so many elite athletes at UW. There's like some pros training in the area. So I feel like just that environment is just like, it just breeds excellence. So you kind of just like take that in. And then me training with Chloe, like literally every single time, like we work so well together, and it's awesome. Like every single race we finish within like a 10th of a second. So I think we are like a great duo, and like having each other in the race too is just like calming. Or just like, okay, we're here together, like let's do this.
It's nice to have a training partner like that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.